Oh, we got a banana today.
Mike.
Hmm?
Mike.
Mic? Oh, microphone. No, it's a telephone. Obviously.
No, it's a microphone.
It's not a microphone, it's a telephone.
No, she's going like this, like you're talking into it.
Yeah, but a banana is a telephone.
Children. Your children.
You sleepy?
You know, I didn't go to sleep till 6 o'clock again. Yesterday. I don't know. I just wasn't tired.
That's cool.
Yeah. I don't know.
I've had days like that where I got just a few hours of sleep
Yeah.
and then for no apparent reason the next day you're kind of energized.
It's weird.
Well, yesterday
I woke
you
up
just sleep 4 hours.
Yeah, and usually I'm not the type of person that can keep on doing it. Like, I have to get my sleep. But, yeah, it was weird. I wasn't really tired. I was kind of tired when I woke up, though. I clicked on this link. Let's talk about this movie producer, or not movie producer, a music producer. And the headline was, of course they're trying to make it interesting, but actually it was kind of interesting. It says, music producer gives $1 million contracts to pursue solo career. And, oh no. Well, anyway, apparently this guy was like homeless for about 5 years in New York City. And he's just super intense about music and like creating music. And he just got by either being homeless or finding shelters or friends, couches, or whatever. But I think it's just one of these people that are like, they're all about one thing. That's all they do, just create music and beats and stuff. Yeah, there's a little lizard on this thing. Hey, look, there he is. Hey, lizard.
It's so small.
Every time there.
Yeah, lizard on the stop sign.
If a wizard go to leaf, they change color.
No, I think that's a different thing.
That's a microphone. So anyway, he
I didn't fart.
Huh? I didn't fart either.
I don't know.
So apparently he produced maybe the new Beyonce album or something.
Turn right onto Southwest 22nd
Yeah.
Avenue.
And
Turn right onto
he didn't really go to
Southwest
specifics, but he said that I don't think we need that loud. That he was just at the right place at the right time. Like, he doesn't know how he got auditioned or what, or connections or what, but he's not anybody. And I guess he produced Beyonce's new album, and then I guess a lot of people want to work with him. But then he kind of realized, because he hadn't really been a music producer, that wasn't his plan. He just made music and stuff. And he said when he got to the big corporate world, he was kind of thinking like, oh, this is gonna be cool. I'm gonna go in with a lot of other creative people. I'll be mixing, putting out tunes or writing music. And he essentially just said it was just very bland, very like uncreative, and people were just not. It wasn't what he expected, like in a creative atmosphere. And so I think he just decided like, nah, I'm just gonna make my own music, And they played some of his music. It was really cool. It was kind of like trippy, and I guess he produced some other people's music. Have you guys heard of Run the Jewels?
Yeah.
LP?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he produced a song or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I like Run the Jewels a lot. Like, I listened to the album, I was like, this is really cool. It's like really cool beats and stuff, I don't know which album he produced, or maybe I didn't really look it up yet, but I was going to. But he was producing this song, and he did all the beats or whatever, and then they were trying to figure out, it needed something, and they were interviewing the LP guy, the rapper.
Yeah.
And he said that he was like, this guy just suddenly was like, no, I got it. I got this clip. I've been saving it for 5 years, It was a bunch of, he got this clip of a bunch of, I think, monks chanting somewhere. On some, like, far place land. He's been saving this one, like, clip. And it was perfect, and they put it in the song. And he was just kind of, like, saying, this guy, he's got to be like some kind of prodigy or something. Like, just that's all he does, just super intense. And he says he's got, like, over 100,000 samples he's got saved up, and all alphabetical type, like, he's just, just super intense. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Well, let's hear a clip.
I can't play it. You want to try to play on your phone? Because I know how to get there. His name is Boots, if you want to look it up. I listened to his album. It was pretty cool. I liked it.
Boots, huh?
Boots, yeah. Maybe I'll try. No, I can't. I wonder if you play the song on your phone. Because sometimes Facebook or YouTube, they'll like, this song's copyrighted.
Yeah.
But I wonder if there's enough ambient, other static, you know, people talking and stuff that they might not pick it up. But anyway, you can just check it out. YouTube or whatever, or Spotify. Use Spotify.
Boots.
Yeah. I was expecting a more clever name or something, you know? Or something different, or... Because I know there's other music people named Boots. There's a Little Boots, I think. But I think it was interesting to me because I think I was a little bit like that. I still am a little bit, but just growing up, I was just super into art. That's all I did, you know? I didn't really do much. I wasn't like weird, but I definitely just spent a lot of time just drawing by myself, you know? And I think the last few years I haven't been as intense. You know, just trying to be more social and stuff. But I was like, oh, I kind of... Part of me was like, I could relate to this, so that's why I found it interesting. And a part of me was like, oh, I've been kind of slacking off in this being intense about just all about art, you know? And I was like, maybe I should get back into that, you know? I should practice more, you know, and really hone my craft. Because that's what he was saying too. He's like, that's all I did when I was homeless. I just learned everything, tried to figure out my craft, and try to be the best person, best artist I could possibly
Is he gonna hit that car? Oh.
No.
I thought so for a second.
You should do that. You should get back into it.
It was actually nice because when I was in that zone, like I just didn't have any worries. I didn't care about anything. And just like that's it. Like one goal was just to.
Oh, he's gonna hit me now.
No, he's fine. And just that's it. Just focus. I feel you're a little like that, aren't you, Aaron?
Yeah.
I think we both fallen off the wagon a little bit.
Have
We got to stop doing distracting things like making podcasts and just focus on art. We should just draw right now. Stop driving, Aaron. Just start drawing.
Yeah, I think you're right, man.
Yeah, none of this. We're done. End of the last podcast.
I think you're right. Oh, that's depressing.
Yeah. Sorry. It's a very somber episode, but this is real radio, and real things happen.
Oh man, I started hearing I started listening to that last podcast that you posted.
Did you?
The one, the dog thing.
Yeah.
At first, one thing I noticed was I talked much too quietly.
Really? I never thought about that.
So quiet. I don't know how anybody can hear anything.
I never thought about that. I should have mentioned it to you.
Much too quiet. And oh man, it was bad though. It's so awkward.
Why is it awkward? That's good.
No, because everybody was on, like, we went into it, like, I had my one thing I was going to do, like, and then Sammy started, like, I was stupid about it. I was, like, trying to talk about Jeremy dying. Like, that was my angle, was act like it's serious, but
Yeah.
it is serious. It's very sad.
It
When I
was.
started out like, oh, we have a very somber episode.
It was perfect.
I should have just said nothing.
No, it was good.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. I liked it.
It was recovered. When we recovered, it was nice. It was.
Well, that's all. That's all it was. It
We
was
talked about it, but first Sammy had to cry. That was no good.
no, but it turned around.
Turned it around.
I liked it. I thought it worked out. I thought that was the best part.
I'm not sure about that. I think.
Hmm?
You're like, hey, what's happening? And I'm like, oh, we have a movie.
No, I liked that. I thought that was
Dumb.
funny.
No.
I actually really liked it a lot.
I didn't like it.
I liked it. I vetoed your not liking that. It's like,
Like I did that fake cry thing. I wasn't even crying. That was fake. You know that, right?
Yeah, that was the whole shtick. It was good. I
Why
liked
would
it.
I do that? Why would I do that if her dog just died? Why would I fake cry?
'Cause it's
Publicly.
It's funny.
About her dog. That's stupid.
I like your jokes. I like your joke more than you do.
She sounds like you think to do.
Hmm?
That's great. is like too. What's the word? It's like you know this thing about. I'm gonna talk a little louder than I normally do, even though it'll probably sound weird. You know this thing about like people, like imagine like. It's like somebody goes to great lengths to. It's like when somebody goes to great lengths to get attention. And sacrifices like at the cost of the the actually valuable things to them in their life, like they use those things to. It's kind of like the Bo Burnham's kind of shtick that he does about like just the very like I don't know, it's just grimy. It felt grimy when I listened to it, but then when I was laughing there after Sammy started to cry, I was laughing like, oh man, I went in it the wrong way. That's what I was thinking. But I didn't really say anything about that on the podcast. I should.
No, I think
I'm sorry. That was a stupid thing to do.
I think it totally came across, and I think it totally worked. Like you had this idea, you're like, oh, it'd be funny if I just did this, and then you recover. You're like, oh no, let's just not do this. And it was funny. I think I
think you're right though. We should just re-introvert and just get into the art.
No, I was just kidding. No, part of me isn't. Part of me is. Because, no,
you were kidding. Huh?
No.
I understand how that can be kidding. I understand what you might mean by that, by your kidding. Kind of like we still got ambition and stuff, but it's like artistically and objectives and stuff, but it doesn't necessarily mean us by ourselves looking at a piece of paper and
we don't have to necessarily isolate ourselves. Is there a saying?
Yeah.
We can just be more proactive about doing our homework, per se. Proclivities.
I just keep going straight.
Straight. Yeah, when it starts to veer off, normally just veer off.
I have an Aunt Vera.
Huh?
My dad's stepmom, I think her name is Aunt Vera. No, that's her mom's mom. She passed away some years
So her
ago.
mom's kid?
Mom's kid.
Mom's kid. No, I just want to get back and more intense about it. That's all. I used to practice a lot of caricatures. I just haven't been doing as much.
When you practice more, did you find that your customers in your retail experience, did you find that your customers were more,
right.
happy with their drawings? Or at least,
no.
No?
To me, it's irrelevant. I don't care. It's just me. They can't tell a difference, but I can.
Sometimes I feel like I can do stuff, like I feel more agile in the retail setting when I practice more at home. I feel like I feel a little more loosened up, a little more able to do. I think. I'd like to hope that's what that does.
Yeah, no, I think what it is, and I'm a firm believer in it, is, well, two things. One thing, you can practice as much as you want, but if you're not consciously, like, practicing with an objective, it's not going to translate as quickly. It might help, but, like, you have to be, like, specifically, this is what I need to work on, like this aspect, I got to keep on working on this particular thing. And then keep on honing it, Because if you just, sometimes I even find myself, I'll just practice for the sake of practicing, and it's like, okay, I'm just kind of going through the motions of it, though, I'm doing the same thing over and over again. Might be getting better at it, and it's helping my instincts, which is good, but I feel like you need to really think about what you're doing and be like, no, this is what I'm doing wrong. I need to improve this aspect to improve better.
Uh-huh.
And then,
What?
Flappy guy? It's me. And then I think that practicing helps, like you're saying, more agile, is if you're practicing in general, even if you're going through the motions or not, you're building up a vocabulary in your head. And so you just keep on building that vocabulary up in your head, finding these connections of what is right, how to solve a problem. If you're practicing drawing or whatever, you're just building this vocabulary of problem trick solving. And then when you're in the moment, like, because we're doing live caricatures, it becomes instinct, Like your instinct becomes, not necessarily instinct, is because your built-in vocabulary knowledge in your head is just, it's trained to just react, and find the connections.
I think it's like this. I see what you're saying, and that's. But I think this is kind of the same thing. But the way I think of it, or the way I thought of putting it into words, is like this: if I practice drawing bananas, and then somebody sits down and their nose looks like a banana, well then I'm all set. I'm all ready to go.
Yeah.
And then I can make their nose look like a banana. Right?
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, you made that connection of, okay, it looks like a banana. I can draw a banana.
Perfect.
There's that connection. Boom.
Boom.
Yeah. I don't do as much anymore, but I used to do these, I still do once in a while, these connect lines where I'll connect a line I see from another person.
Yeah, connector lines.
Yeah, and it's like, it's just seeing it, By doing it a lot, you just accustom yourself to seeing these lines in the face that connect to another line, So it becomes more reactionary. But I guess it's with everything, like athletes, they practice the same motion over and over again until they don't think about it.
Yeah.
And then if you overthink it, then you mess up your rhythm or your basketball jump throw or jump shot.
Yeah. True story.
Yeah. And if you're a murderer and you have like an axe, you gotta keep on practicing at that swing so you can just get that right swing to have that kill shot. So I've heard. Yeah, so I've heard.
I think the best way to practice live caricatures, though, probably sounds a little cliche.
Draw live caricatures?
Draw live caricatures.
I don't know. But you can go through the
practice.
motion, though. People that have been doing it for years just go through the motion. I don't know if they've necessarily increased their ability, Or people that draw in a vacuum. Like, it's really dusty in a vacuum.
It is.
So, and there's all these, like, lint in the vacuum.
Yeah.
And then you gotta empty it out. I had a pet turtle.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of animals are afraid of vacuum, but it had water and stuff, and it would just freak out every time my mom vacuumed. Right? Most animals freak out, right? You guys have pets that freak out?
Yeah, my
Vacuum?
goldfish used to go crazy.
Yeah, just shoot itself? it just go on a shooting spree?
No, I didn't shoot itself. It just ate all that food that I put in there. It just ate all of it.
Yeah, but fish don't know when to stop eating.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess I killed it then.
Well, we solved that mystery. True Detective Season 6 solved. I do like the animation of Clarence. It's better than I thought. It's solid.
Solid.
Yeah,
It's the best. It's the best in town.
As I was watching it, because I know you liked it so much, I was like, I'm trying to figure out why you liked it, and I could see why you like it. It's just that right amount of quirky, just that amount of what's it called?
Realism.
Relatability, huh?
It's got that realism.
Yeah, but it just wasn't enough. It was just a little too cliche.
No, but there was so much. There's parts of it. There's so many parts of it where it's just like it'll like just so many little things about it that other cartoons don't even try to think about. Like it'll like the way people will say stuff. The script, I guess.
Yeah, I saw little bits of it. Like I could see that. But
they'll do these little things where they sort of fade out, like when they're talking, like little natural ways of speaking that don't. Because everybody's kind of trying to do that now, like Bob's Burgers and stuff. Like, yeah, so we're gonna go to the store and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But I think Clarence does it really well.
I can see it.
Okay, it does it, but it does it within a really fun little story, and the characters are really good, I think. But you have to, I don't know. Maybe can you maybe watch another episode?
Yeah, I would. I'm actually up for it. It's okay. It's better than. I would totally give it another chance.
It's no Family Guy. It's no.
Why do so many people hate on Family Guy? Maybe it's just because some people just want to hate.
I wasn't hating on that.
I'm just saying, like, there are a lot of people that, like, maybe I just see
because
they're like, this is
cold,
so dumb.
Because it's cold and lifeless. There's no.
There is aspects of it, but overall, like, that's what I want.
Heart. There's no story.
Maybe that's just my
It's just
proclivities.
All you can do is just imagine the writers behind the cartoon, like making their jokes, and then it's like the cartoon is between you and the writers. It's like a wall between you and the writers. And then that's just their joke. What's the word?
Proclivities.
Proclivities.
All right, I'm done saying that word. I'll pick another one. Croissants. They're croissants.
It's like it might as well just be the writers just writing the jokes, and then you can just read the script. No.
They're visual though. You can do it with the book, same thing. Or just keep books. Movies. I don't think I had a good drawing day yesterday. I'm gonna make up for it for today. I didn't really like the 2 drawings I did. Did I do 2 drawings? Oh, well, the second one, if we had more time, I would like it more. But even still.
I'm gonna try to use marker today.
Yeah?
If there's a situation. I mean, like if there's a situation, if the situation isn't bad for it, I'll try it.
We should do a triple color.
What? Triple collab marker?
Yeah. I like Sammy's marker.
I was doing myself. I was doing one man collab.
Okay.
One man marker.
Yeah, this guy.
I like to have my own control over it.
Do you? Really?
Yeah.
No more claps?
Nah, no more collabs. No. I like collabs too.
I just like focusing on one character for a maximum amount of time. That's what I like. And knowing that the other person's like, yeah, they're gonna do something good too.
No, but I try to sabotage you though.
Huh?
You?
All the time? You've been trying to sabotage me this whole time?
Yeah, it hasn't worked yet. We haven't gotten a reject yet.
You haven't been sabotaging.
Sammy successfully sabotaged you, so I commend her for that.
How did she sabotage
you?
me?
You guys got that reject that one time. Just kidding. I'm kidding. But you guys got. Never mind. But sometimes I feel like I am.
No.
I don't try to sabotage you. I try to do a good job.
I feel like my stuff's sometimes more riskier than your stuff.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Sabotaging as far as...
Sabotage is when you like make the...
What do you mean sabotaging as far as your...
Like have an expression on the character that's like... And then having been pointing his thumb at the... Like, what is this thing? What's this thing over here?
I don't mind that.
No, I haven't done that, no. But wouldn't that be funny? Like...
I think you should.
Like if he's looking over and he's like, oh my goodness.
You totally should. I think it'd be funny.
You're gonna buy that? And he's like leaning back like, oh boy.
You should totally do that. I think it'd be funny. I don't think it'd be sabotage. I think you'd actually help sell my weird drawings. We sabotage that?
That so well.
I still want to do that thing where it's like...
Bye, Brandon!
He needs to set up.
Hold on, did you...
Huh?
Oh, okay.
You're always afraid I'm not recording. You don't care. You don't listen to this stuff anyway. Nobody's listening anyway.
No, but... Because, I mean, if we have a genuine, funny thing like that, it'd be nice if it's recorded. Bye, everybody.
Bye. You gotta talk louder, Aaron.
Bye, everybody.
Good job, Sammy. Good job.
Bye.
Talk next time, girl.
Yeah, next time when we come home, you're gonna talk, okay?
I don't
All
know.
you.
No, I don't
I know we talk too fast.
Yeah, so far I didn't understand why you guys are talking.
Oh, we really talk too fast?
I only understand the one woman drive.
Oh, we'll try. Because you're like, woman, what's Aaron talking about? Yeah, well, no.
Almost I didn't understand. Good listening study.
Okay, that's it.